Good morning, students. The new topic which we are going to start in the topic of quadratics in the subject of pure mathematics 1 in A levels is graphs of the quadratic polynomials. So concentrate yourself. We are going to start the graph of quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c is called a parabola. The point at which its direction changes is called its turning point or the vertex of the parabola. So here is a parabola. The diagram shows for a is greater than 0. So whenever the coefficient of x square is positive, then the graph of the quadratic polynomial is concave upward. So this means concave upward. The vertex is a minimum point. So this point will lie here because this kind of the graph will concave upwards. So it will have a minimum point. Here is the second type of the parabola. So whenever a quadratic equation is having a negative lesser than 0, then the parabola will concave downwards like this, and the vertex is a maximum point that will lie here. So the condition is, if the quadratic equation is having coefficient of x square negative, so the parabola will concave downwards and there will be a maximum point. So here is a question for the following: find the turning point. First part. Second part is the line of the symmetry, and third part is sketch the curve for this quadratic equation. So look now, first we have to follow the method, that is completing the square for the equation. So the first step will be make the coefficient of the x square become 1. So we will take 2, the common. The remainder thing inside the bracket will be x square minus 6x plus 7 by 2. Next step will be take the coefficient of the linear variable, make it half, that will be 3, take its square, and add and subtract into the equation. So x square minus 6x, so plus 3 square will be written with it, and minus 3 square will be written with constant term. Now this factor will become a square, like think what this factor is of square of what thing. So it is a square of x. Take the sign of the linear variable. This is a square of 3, so x minus 3 whole square. This 2 will remain same. Now solve it. 7 by 2 minus 9. So the next step will be 2 into x minus 3 whole square. Take the LCM of these two values. 2 is the LCM, 7 minus 18. Next step is 2 into x minus 3 whole square, still there. So 8 and 3, 11. So plus minus minus, minus 11 by 2. Okay, multiply 2 inside the bracket, so it will become now 2 into x minus 3 whole square. When this 2 will be multiplied with this one, so 2 will be cancelled and minus 11 will be the remainder. As a is greater than 0, so because a is 2, which is greater than 0, so point will be minimum, and minimum point will be from here. X minus 3 will be taken equal to 0. So from here 3 and from here minus 11. So this is the minimum point and turning point as well. So first part is done. Second part is find the line of symmetry. So second part, line of symmetry. So from this vector, take x minus 3 equal to 0. And from here, x is equal to 3 is the line of symmetry. Last part is sketch the curve. So for sketching, we have the intersecting point at the x-axis as well as at the y-axis. So here is the equation, that is y is equal to 2 into x minus 3 whole square minus 11. So put x is equal to 0, so that y is equal to minus 3 square, 9, 9 2s are 18, minus 11, that is equal to 7. So the point is 0, 7. So this is the intersecting point at the y-axis. Now we are going to put y is equal to 0. So when y is equal to 0, the remainder thing will be 2 into x minus 3 whole square minus 11 equal to 0. From here, x minus 3 whole square is equal to 11 by 2. That is equal to 5.5. Take the square root on both sides. So x minus 3 will be equal to square root 5.5. That is 2.35. So plus minus 2.35. So x is equal to, first take positive value 2.35, and second x minus 3 will be equal to minus 2.35. So from here x is equal to 5.35, and from here x is equal to plus 1. So 3 minus 2.35 is equal to 0.65. So the points are 5.35 and 0, and second point is 0.65 and 0. Now the last thing that is required is to sketch the curve. Okay, from here, for example, x-axis and y-axis. Here is origin. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From here take 5 and 10 and 15. So 5, 10, 15. From here minus 5, minus 10, minus 15. So the things required to sketch the curve, one is turning point, that is this was the turning point, 3 and minus 11. So here is 3, and for example here is minus 11. So this is the turning point. The next we require the intersecting point at the x-axis and y-axis. So at the x-axis this is the point 0.7. So this is 0, and for example this is 7. And next the intersecting point at the x-axis. So 5.35 and 0. So 5.35 and 0. Here is 1 point, and second is 0 and 6, 0.65 and 0. So here is 0.65 and 0. So these are the points now. So this is the turning point. So make a smooth curve now. So this is the curve. So this was the question, students. Here is another question, and the requirement for the quadratic equation is same. Quadratic equation is here y is equal to 3 minus 4x minus 2x square. Requirement is find the turning point. Second is the line of the symmetry. Third is the sketch the curve. So again, we have to follow the complete the square rule. So first on the right side, arrange the equation in descending order with respect to x. So 2x square minus 4x plus 3. So this is the first step to write the equation in descending order with respect to x. Next step will be make the coefficient of the quadratic variable become 1. So we will take minus 2 common. Remainder will be x square, because minus sign has been taken as common, so signs will be changed. So plus 2x and minus 3 by 2. Next step will be take the coefficient of the singular variable, make it half, so that will be 1. Take it square, that will be 1 square. So here I'm doing the steps. Take the coefficient of the singular variable, make it half, take it square. So that will be 1 square. So add 1 square, add and subtract 1 square into the bracket. So minus 2 will remain as it is. So x square plus 2x plus factor will be added here, and minus factor will be put with the constant term. So now in the next step, this factor has become a square. So first value is of the square of x, take the sign of the singular variable, and next value is of the square of 1. So this is a square of x plus 1 whole square. Now solve it here, take the LCM. So the LCM will be 2, and here will be 3. Minus sign has been taken as common, so this sign will be positive, and 2 ones are 2. So next step is minus 2 x plus 1 whole square minus 5 by 2. Next step will be multiply minus 2 inside the bracket. So the thing will become now minus 2 into x plus 1 whole square. This minus 2 will be multiplied by this one, so minus minus plus, and 2 will be cancelled by this. So here will be 5 now. Now because a is equal to minus 2, which is lesser than 0, so point will be a maximum one. So maximum point, and that will be equal to, from here, minus 1 and 5. This is the turning point, and as well as maximum point, because the requirement was turning point. So the method to find the turning point is just opposite the sign of this one. So here is plus 1, so make it minus 1, and this thing will remain as it is. So minus 1 and 5 are the turning point. Okay, the next requirement is the line of the symmetry. So look now, second part, line of symmetry. To find the line of symmetry, take this vector inside the bracket equal to 0. So x plus 1 equal to 0, and from here x is equal to minus 1. So this is the line of the symmetry. And the last thing is sketch the curve. Okay, for sketching the curve we need a turning point. So turning point is here. The second thing is the intersecting point at the x-axis and y-axis. So equation is here, that is y is equal to minus 2 into x plus 1 whole square plus 5. So put x is equal to 0. When x is equal to 0, 1 square 1 minus 2. So y is equal to minus 2 plus 5. So that is equal to 3. So it means 0 and 3 is the intersecting point of y-axis. Now put y is equal to 0. So by putting y is equal to 0, minus 2 into x plus 1 whole square plus 5 will become equal to 0. From here, this factor will go to the right side, so it will become 2 into x plus 1 whole square equal to 5. 2 will go to the right side, so it will become x plus 1 whole square equal to 2.5. So take the square root of both sides. So 2.5. So x plus 1 equal to 1.58 plus minus 1.58. Take this factor one time equal to positive value and second time equal to negative value. So from here x will be equal to 0.58 and from here it will be equal to minus 2.58. So the points will be 0.58 and 0, and the second point will be minus 2.58 and 0. Now the next step is sketching the curve. That is the last thing. So we are going to sketch the curve. So here is x-axis, here is y-axis, this is the origin, this is x-axis values, for example 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we have negative values on the intersecting points, so we have to make some negative values as well. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. And the turning point is minus 1 and 5. So 5. So it means take 2, 2, 4 and 6. So this is the scale. Now we are going to plot the values. Turning point is minus 1 and 5. So here is minus 1 and here is 5. So this is the turning point. Intersecting point at the x-axis are 0.58 and 0. So here is 0.58 and 0. And second is minus 2.58 and 0. Minus 2.58 and 0. And the intersecting point at the y-axis is 0 and 3. So this is 0 and 3. So now we have to sketch it. So this is the sketch. So this is the sketch, students. Here is another question, and the equation is y is equal to x minus 1 into x minus 2. And the same requirement is there. Find the turning point, second line of symmetry, and third one is the sketch the curve. So first we will multiply the brackets. That will be equal to x square minus 2x, then minus x and plus 2. So the equation is now x square minus 3x plus 2. So here is the equation. First step is make the coefficient of the quadratic variable becomes 1. So that is already equal to 1. Next step is take the coefficient of the singular variable, make it half, take its square, and add and subtract into the equation. So x square minus 3x, positive factor will be added here, and negative factor will be written with the constant value. So this is the factor which we have added and subtracted into the equation. Okay, next thing is now make it a square. That is already has become a square. This is a square of x. Take the sign of the next value, and this is a square of 3 by 2. So this thing which is underlined is a whole square of this thing. Okay, now we are going to solve the next value, that is this one. So plus 2 minus 9 by 4. So next step will be x minus 3 by 2 whole square as it is. Now take the LCM of these two values. 4 will be the LCM. So 4 twos are 8, minus 9 will remain as it is. So x minus 3 by 2 whole square as it is. And this is minus 1 by 4. So because the a is 1, so because a is 1 which is greater than 0, so minimum point will be there. And that is actually our turning point as well. And the turning point is change the sign of this factor. So that is 3 by 2. And write this factor as it is, that is minus 1 by 4. So this is the turning point. First part is done. So the second thing that is required is the line of the symmetry. So second part, line of symmetry. Now take this factor which is inside the bracket equal to 0, x minus 3 by 2 equal to 0. From here, x is equal to 3 by 2, and in other words, x is equal to 1.5 will be the line of symmetry. The third and last thing that is required is sketch the curve. Okay, for sketching the curve, actually we need the turning point that is already there, and the intersecting point at the x-axis and y-axis. So the equation is now y is equal to x minus 3 by 2 or x minus 1.5 whole square minus 0.25. So this is the equation. Now put y is equal to 0. So when this is 0, so 0.25 will be equal to x minus 1.5 whole square. So take the square root of both sides. So square root of 0.25 is 0.5. So plus minus 0.5 equal to x minus 1.5. So from here, x minus 1.5 will be equal to one time positive value will be written with this one, and second time negative value will be written with this vector. And from here, 1.5 will go to the right side, so it will become 2. And from here, it will go to the right side, it will become positive. So x will be equal to 1. And from here, the points will be 2, 0 and 1, 0. Okay, finally, we are going to find the intersecting point at the y-axis. So put x is equal to 0 now. So when this vector, so this is the equation. When we will put x is equal to 0, so 1.5 square minus 0.25 will be equal to 2. So y will be equal to 2. So the point will become 0 and 2. So actually this point, these 2 points, and this turning point will be drawn on the axis to draw the curve. So here is the sketch now. This is y-axis, this is x-axis, here is the origin. So actually these are the points, 1, then these 2 points, and this point. So these points need to be plotted on the axis. So for example, we have taken the scale 0.5. So 0.5, 1, 1.5, and 2, and 2.5. So likewise on the positive y-axis, 0.5, 1, 1.5, and 2. So 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2. So now we are going to plot the points. The first one is 1.5 and minus. So from here, this is minus 0.5, minus 1. Okay, 1.5 and minus 0.25. Here is 1.5 and this y-x coordinate is minus 0.25. So 1.5 is here and minus 0.25 will be halfway. So this is the first point. Next point which need to be plotted is 2, 0. So here is 2, 0. So this is the point. Next is 1, 0. This is 1, 0. So first these 3 points, and now the intersecting point at the y-axis, that is 0, 2. So here is 0 and here is 2. So this point needs to join this point, these points. So this is the sketch. Here is a special question. The curve y is equal to 2x square plus bx plus c has a minimum point at minus 1 by 2 and minus 11 by 2. So this is the minimum point. It means this is turning point. Requirement is find the values of b and c. So actually b and c are the constant values, coefficient and constant values in the quadratic curve. So because this is the turning point, so it means minus h will be equal to minus 1 by 2. And from here it can be seen that h will be equal to 1 by 2. And likewise k will be equal to minus 11 by 2. So these are the values of the h and k. So here is a method to find the coefficient value and the constant value in the quadratic equation, that is h is equal to, so here is a method, h is equal to b over h is equal to b over 2a. So from here, because a is 2, so a is 2, so we are going to put the value over here. So it will become now b over 2 into 2, and h is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is equal to b over 4, and from here b will be equal to 4 by 2. So b's value is 2, and k will be equal to c minus ah square, c minus ah square. So this is the formula for the k, and now put the values into this one. So c minus a is 2 and h is 1 by 2 and k is minus 11 by 2. So after putting values, just solve it now. So this 2 will be cancelled by this. So minus 11 by 2 will be equal to c minus 1, and c will be equal to 1 minus 11 by 2. From here take the LCM, 2 minus 11, so minus 9 by 2. So these are the values of B and C. So it means the equation will become y is equal to 2x square, B is 2, so it will become plus 2x, and C is minus 9 by 2. So this is the equation.